Hey everyone, this is a tutorial for David Bowie's Valentine's Day from his new album, and it's a really great song, very reminiscent of early Bowie and a little Beatlesque as well, which I always like. A viewer of mine requested that I do a tutorial on this, so thanks to Amanda. Great song suggestion, and here's the tutorial, so hopefully this helps you out. It's not too difficult, but there's a lot of bar chords in the song, so if you're new to the ukulele, you might have a little trouble with it, but it's definitely no reason not to start working on something like this, because you're going to need to know how to play bar chords, and the only way to learn how to play them is to start playing them. So I always like to take, I have tons of songs I'm working on all the time, and I'll work on them for a week or two, and then put them away, sometimes for months, and then come back to them. And the great thing is you practice these songs, and when you come back to them, you're better at playing already, and they just become easier the further and further down the line you get. So definitely want to put something like this on your practice list. Okay, let's get into the song. The intro, let me go through the strumming pattern first. It's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that is almost through the entire song. So if it changes as we go through the song, I'll alert you to the change. But that's pretty much the whole strumming pattern. In the intro, the first chord is a D chord, and normally I would play a D chord by barring the top three strings of the second fret with my middle finger and keeping that bottom string open. That's a D. But in this case, I like to do a barred D. So you're going to bar the entire second fret with your index finger, and then your pinky will go on the first string of the fifth fret. That's your D. And then it goes into a B minor. And the reason I like to do that bar chord on the D is because all I got to do is lift my pinky off and put my ring finger on the top string of the fourth fret. That's your B minor. Then it goes to an F sharp minor, which is not a difficult chord to play. If you can play a G7, you can easily play an F sharp minor. F sharp minor is just your index finger on the third string of the first fret, your middle finger on the top string of the second fret, and your ring finger on the second string of the second fret. So G7 would just be everything moved down one. There's not a G7 in this song, but anyway, that's your F sharp minor. And then the next chord in this intro is an A chord, which is very easy to transition to because all you got to do is lift your ring finger off, and you've got your A chord. So A chord is your index finger on the third string of the first fret and your middle finger on the fourth string of the second fret. And then it goes back to the D, B minor, F sharp minor, and instead of going to the A from this point, you're going to do an F sharp. I think the song actually calls for an F sharp 7, but that's a really hard chord to play on the ukulele. So an F sharp is just, you're going to bar the first fret with your middle finger, or I'm sorry, your index finger, and then your middle finger goes on the second string of the second fret, and your ring finger goes on the top string of the third fret. So the whole intro goes like this: down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then when you get to that F sharp, it's just one strum down, and then you're waiting for a little bit, and then it's going to go into the song, and it's the same chords. You're going to go D, Valentine, and then to B minor, told me who's to, and then to F sharp minor, go, A, D, feelings ease, to B minor, treasured most of, to F sharp minor, oh, and then it goes to the F sharp, the teachers and the football, and And from here, you're going to slide everything up one fret, fingers in the same spot, and that's going to be a G chord. Stop. So it's the same chord as the F sharp, but you're moving everything up one. So you're barring the second fret, and you've got your middle finger on the second string of the third fret, and your ring finger on the top string of the fourth fret. So that's a G chord, and then now you're going to go to a regular D chord. So that barring of the top three strings of the second fret. Tin is tiny, and then to a regular G chord, which is your index finger on the third string of the second fret, your middle finger on the first string of the second fret, and your ring finger on the second string of the third fret. So back to the teachers and the football star, and then to D. It's in his tiny face, G. Back to D. It's in his scrawny hand. Back to G. Back to D. Valentine sold his. And this is an E minor. Index finger on the first string of the second fret, middle finger second string third fret, and ring finger third string fourth fret. So back to D. Valentine sold his E minor. Soul, he's got something to A. Say it's Valentine's. Back to that regular G. Day. Back to D. The rhythm of the. Back to G. Crowd. Back to D. Teddy and Judy. Back to G. Down. Back to D. Valentine sees it. And to E minor. All. He's got something to A. Say it's Valentine's. And then this part goes to B minor. Day. So down, down, up, down, up. Same strumming pattern. Down to A. Down, down, up, down, up. And then here you want to do the barred G chord, which is barring the second fret, middle finger on the second string of the third fret, ring finger on the top string of the fourth fret. So let me just start it over here. Valentine sees it all. He's got something to say. It's Valentine's Day. A. G. And then you let it ring for a minute. Not a minute, but. And then you're back to the D chord, which is why you did that barred G chord. So now you can just take these off and put your pinky back on the first string of the fifth fret. And you're going into the second verse. It's D. Valentine's B. Told, or B minor. Told me how we F sharp minor feels. A. Back to D. If all the world B minor under his F sharp minor. And then to F sharp. Or stumbling through the. And slide everything up one to G. Moll. Regular D. It's in his tiny regular G face. Regular D. It's in his scrawny hand. G. Back to D. Valentine knows it. E minor. All. He's got something to A. Say it's Valentine's. And you're going to B minor. Day. Down to A. To G. Now you're going to do the barred G here. Because now you're going to go from the chord progression is B minor to A to G to F sharp. That's why you want to do the barred one, so you can just slide everything down. So B minor, A, G, F sharp. Play it again. B minor, A, G, F sharp. Valentine, Valentine. B minor. It's in his scrawny hands. A. It's in his icy heart. G. It's happening today. Slide down to F sharp. It's Valentine, Valentine. B minor. A. G. F sharp. And then end the song on B minor. So I'll just play that real quick here. We'll start at Valentine Knows It All. Valentine knows it all. He's got something to say. It's Valentine's Day. G, F sharp. Valentine's in his scrawny hands, in his icy heart. Happening today, it's Valentine. It's in his scrawny hands, in his icy heart. Happening today, it's Valentine's. Anyway, that's the song. So if you want the chord/lyric sheet, just send me an email or send me a message on YouTube with your email address. I'd be happy to send that to you. And again, Amanda, thanks for the song suggestion. And if anyone else has any song suggestions, if I like the song, I'll certainly work on it. And if it's something I can play, I'll be happy to do that. So thanks again for watching, and see you on the next one.